Well, hello my fishy friends, and welcome back to another episode of Fishing Barents Sea. I was almost said Fishing North Atlantic. I had to restrain myself. Oh boy, welcome back to Fishing Barents Sea, everybody. So, today, we are fresh off our episode where we got the Moby D. And it worked out very, very well for us last episode. I was thoroughly impressed with this boat. So impressed that I think we're going to take it out again. Yeah, we're definitely taking it out again, and there's actually something that I would like to try, which I have never done before, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because every other boat that I've had has not had a big enough quota, but if we just undock real quick here, and we take a look at the storage on this ship, the quota for Redfish is pretty good. I mean, that's a significant amount of redfish, 140,000 kilograms. That we can stuff in there. I want to try. Whoa, that was weird. A little bit of freezing when the weather changed there. I want to try and get some redfish today and see if it's any good. I've never dedicated a whole sit-down play session to just go for redfish. So today, that's what we're gonna do. I don't even know what bait I need, guys. So we're gonna have to hang out here for a second. Let's go to the fish market. Now, I do know we have 4 long lines ready to go. 10,000 hook long lines. If we want to bait them for redfish, what are we doing? So let's go up here. Krill. I'm thinking krill. I'm looking at this, and pretty sure that's the redfish bait there. Krill. And you can tell, guys, because that, you know, the semi, or not semi, what am I talking about? Semicircle. The actual circle, like the pie chart there, the red portion is redfish, and obviously it's red on you know, the part where it's showing you the fish. So that's how you kind of know how this bait works here. Everything else is really not like any redfish. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. Crab here does a little bit of cod, a little bit of pollock, a little bit of herring, I think that is. A little bit of everything on that one. But I guess krill is our best bet here. So let's go ahead and bait up for krill long lines. And whammy, there we go. We're ready to go, man. Let's get out here. Oh, hang on. Actually, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I actually wanted to change one other thing. After last episode, I kind of realized I don't think I need 3 crew on the boat in order to accomplish the things that I'm doing. So we need someone to essentially gut and stack, and that's it. We don't need anybody to do anything fancy like long line hauling. We're going to do all that ourselves. And that was kind of Karen's job too, wasn't it? So we've got Rudy here, and he's taking a 2.2 cut. I think we're going to sit him at the crew house. And let's just take a quick gander here at the crew house and see if we have anybody that is really cheap and good at what we're looking for. It's not looking like it. Okay. I think everybody we have on board now is pretty good. Roar and Karen, I'm happy with that combination there. They're actually 2 of my best crew members, if you ask me. So we're ready to go here. Now, let's take a little look at the map and see exactly what's going on. If we go to Redfish, how is it looking? It's not looking too hot. Well, actually, hang on. It is looking pretty hot up here. I guess they're just not in the lower portions of the map where we're currently situated. So we're going to have to steam up here if we want to hit the redfish, which that's not a problem. I got no issues whatsoever doing that. It just kind of works out to be weird timing wise, where you can't run back to a dock, rest up for like a couple hours and then go back out and get your lines. It just doesn't like work that way at all. So we're going to have to just deal with that. So I'm going to motor my way down there. We got fuel. Whoa. Let's get fuel before we go anywhere. That would be kind of a disaster. There we go. Super cheap fuel. Gotta love it. All right, let's hit the high seas and get over there and make some money, man. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. We are right at the edge of the fishing habitat. Now, let me just take a look-see here. We've seen the power, obviously, of the 10,000 hook long lines. Now, how far is that? If I stretch this out a little bit further, I'm trying to really only wipe out a section of the hotspot, guys. I don't want to just slam the whole thing, because then it's going to be gone and we're not going to be able to use it anymore. And that's like the worst case scenario right there. So let me actually go here, do a little bit of a jigging here. Now, if I set that, that's 0.7 nautical miles. I think that's enough for one long line. So we're going to go ahead and test that and just like see if that is actually the case or not. So let me get over here. And how's our crew looking here? Oh, Karen, you're doing a beautiful job on food, but we don't need you there right now. So let's go ahead and start dropping one of our long lines here. Luckily, the sea is nice and calm. I didn't even think of that before I came out. It is the middle of a storm, but we're getting very lucky here. Very lucky here with the waves. So I'm going to go ahead and set this whole thing out here. I think I'm just going to do 2 this set, and then I may wait 10 hours and drop 2 more. Reason being, I really don't anticipate us filling up the whole boat with redfish. Cod, I can see it, because cod are big fish. They weigh a lot. You catch a bunch, and you can easily fill up your boat. Redfish, I mean, they're not small, but I just don't see that same sort of impact on the, like the weight. So we'll put out 2, we'll kind of wait 10 hours, and then we'll put out two more, and then worst case scenario, if we do fill up off 2, we'll have a little bit of wiggle room where we can just like rush back to the dock, sell our catch, and come back and haul these. Granted, they'll be a little bit like behind time. They're not going to be perfect, but at least it won't be a complete waste. So that's the plan. I'm sticking to it. Let's get these lines set out. Whale friends are back. Look. The whales are back. Yes, that must mean good luck, right? I hope it means good luck. Oh, it's been like a while since I've seen any whales, so this is like extra exciting right now. Only one, but still, let me just look around. I don't see any other whales. No, just the one. But oh, he's even blowing his horn. He's tooting at us. Oh man, I love it so much. That's amazing. So where are we at with this long line? This is still long line number 1. And bloop, there it goes. Beautiful. Let's see, did we get it with... Yeah, we stayed within our margin here. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Let's go ahead and just zip over here real quick. Got to do a little up and down just to get myself positioned correctly here. Okay, so it took about 2 hours for us to get that first long line out. So it's probably going to take somewhere similar with this one here. Not a big deal. It's not like I don't got the time. So let's go ahead. Let's start set number 2. This is exciting, guys. Very exciting. Fishing for redfish. First time ever. Well, we are quickly approaching the end of long line number 2 here. So it actually didn't go too bad. It went relatively quick. I mean, relatively, I guess. Still took some time, but you know, it wasn't terrible. And boop, there it goes. All right. Long line number 2 out. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. That is actually pretty good. So, all right, hour and a half, 3 hours and 40 minutes on that guy. Okay, what do I want to do here? So I want to steam until these are at about 13 hours a piece. Well, we'll do this one at 13 hours. That one will be at 11 hours and 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and start just putting some waypoints around and keeping an eye on these bad boys. And then as soon as we hit 13 hours, we are going to go ahead and start our next set. And that should give us enough time in between everything that's going on here to have like some wiggle room, just in case we need it. I'm not saying we will need it, but just in case, guys, in case, okay? Just in case we need it. Everybody calm down. And okay, we're pretty close there. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more. You know what we'll do? We'll travel up here. There we go. Bam, right there. All right. Now let's go ahead and do our next set. And we're just going to go and do the same exact thing that we did before. It should take me about 2 hours, almost 2 hours to set this. So that'll put us at 13, 14, almost 16 hours on this long line. And then when we do a second one, that'll put this one at about 18 hours. And then we'll have to jog for, I don't know, like a little bit before we can actually pick anything up. But that's pretty good timing. I like that. Let's do this. Oh, by the way, it's now nighttime and we get a beautiful show. We've got the northern lights going on here, which always makes everything better in this game. When you can sit here and actually like watch this guy do this at night, yeah, it's a good night. Well, I'm getting close to the end of set number 1 here on our second string. And I'll tell you what, the waves are actually picking up a little bit. Surprising, because the rain has subsided, but it became more wavy. I guess it's just more windy, I don't know. But we have 100 more meters to go on this long line here. Then we can go ahead and set our second one. I did kind of deviate a little bit from my course here. I didn't mean to, but the waves just kept pushing me in one direction, and they were being just annoying. So what else can I say? I did my best, okay? I did my best. Leave me alone. And there goes number one, out the boat. Beautiful. So how are we doing over here? We're 15 hours and 20 minutes. Looks like our plan is actually going to work out, like, really well here. That's kind of shocking to me, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and set this route. And I'm going to go ahead and start setting the second long line here. And yeah, everything's going surprisingly well. So all right, I'm pretty pumped up. I can't wait to haul these fish and see how many redfish we actually get in this. So let me throw a little bit of a question at you guys. Now, I've used the Moby D. I've used the Snarsit. I have used the, oh boy, I can't remember the crab boat. And I have also used the Lunar Bow. Now, I'm trying to decide out of all these boats, which one is my favorite. But I'm very curious what you guys think out there. Which one is your favorite? Have you actually fished with all these boats before? And if it's not one of those boats, which boat in the game is like your overall favorite out of everything? Leave it in the comments down below and let me know. I'd love to see what you guys think on that. Well, we are getting towards the end of setting our second string, or second long line of string number 2, I should say. And I'm actually looking at our fuel over here. Starting to get a little bit concerned, guys. The fuel is getting lower and lower, and I kind of have to be out here if I'm going to make this work. I can't just shoot back to port because it's going to mess up the timing on everything. So I'm sitting here like starting to sweat bullets a little bit, hoping that I don't run out of fuel. This could be a messy trip. I'm hoping that everything works out fine. I really am hoping that, but I'm kind of mentally almost preparing myself for the occurrence that we might run out of fuel. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, I'm just saying I'm paying attention. Okay, that's all I'm saying, everybody. In any case, that's both of our long lines out, and here's our waypoint right here. So we're already green on this long line. We have 4 hours before we can pick it up. And fuel is 27.56 on liters. Okay. All right. We might be able to work with that. I mean, we have no choice. So there is that. I am going to go ahead and get myself lined up right here to do this pickup. I want to get it at round about 21 hours, which we're at right now. So that's perfect. Let's get our crew out on deck. We need one on gutting, one on stacking, and yours truly is going to be the hooker. That's what I'm good at, I guess. I'm good at hooking. I don't know. Let's go do this. Oh, okay, man. I spent so much time at long line deploying speed that I almost forgot that this ship could do like more than 5 knots. It's kind of funny. Let's see. Can I finally get the perfect here? And no, I can't. Okay. That answers that question. Everybody can just relax now. We're not getting a full perfect on this string, but I do see, geez, man, tons of redfish on here, and we got a full 15 fish string. So I'm kind of curious, are there going to be any other types of fish? Oh, yep, there's one. Okay. Yeah, that fish is not a subscriber. The redfish are all the subscribers. Get in the boat, everybody. Let's go. Is this the last one? This might be... No, we're only on 12. What am I talking about, last one? Okay, well, I mean, it feels like I've almost done 15, and I guess we're getting there. But I'm just looking at our percentages here, and we're at 51%. So when we had Karen doing this, guys, she was at like 18% for the whole string. Karen couldn't even sniff me on her best day. Her best day, my worst day, Karen is not even close to me at all. So let's look at numbers here. Okay. Not a lot. Not a lot of fish. 14, 16, 18, about 20,000 kilograms. So at that rate, we probably will need everything to actually fill up the boat. All 4 of these long lines and some, I think. Yeah, actually, because that's only going to be about 80,000 kilograms. Okay. Well, let's get these in and let's see how we do. I got everybody gutting and stacking, so the process has begun. Now we just need more fish in the boat. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. We're coming in hot too on the Moby D, man. This is actually like, this is screaming fast for the Moby D, 9.5 knots. It is not the fastest ship, guys. Okay, here we go. Redfish, and right off the bat, only a good. Man, I am like super rusty. I got to get some more leg out there. Get things going here. We need fish in the boat, so I got to get some fish here, man. And that, did you guys see that redfish right there? It looked like he was trying to do his best cod impression. And speaking of cod, there we go, man. Yeah, give me that. He's coming in all zesty. I love it. I love the cod so much in this game. You know, if I could just fish cod, I would. But sadly, there's a quota, and I feel like sometimes you guys get a little bit tired of seeing me fish cod. So we're fishing for redfish today, and we're doing that. And that's not a redfish. What are you? That's not a pollock either. That's got to be a mackerel. Same here. Oh, 2 mackerel in a row. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep going, and we'll see what we get at the end of this long line here. Last fish here, and we got a 63%. So not bad, not great. Numbers are looking not great on this either. So what do we have? 12,000, 13,000 on the last one of redfish? We only got 9.9 thousand on this one. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So definitely not 20,000 like we got on our last one. That's not good. That's not good at all. Numbers like that are not going to fill up the boat. And look at this. Oh, man. Boy, did we demolish this hotspot right here. Jeez. 2 long lines really takes it out of the place. Hopefully we caught more on this before it really got like shredded. And look, we did so much damage to the population that it doesn't even really exist in some of these spots anymore. Just this little tiny area right here. Oh boy, that's kind of impressive and kind of scary, knowing that I have that sort of ecological power at my disposal. I don't think I like that power. Great power comes great responsibility, as everybody knows. Okay, we're gonna go for this gear right here. Now, it's been soaking for 21 hours, but I feel like half of that time is gonna be like subpar soaking, where it didn't really do much, I guess. I don't know. And you know what? Let's give Karen a break here. May as well give Aurora a break as well. Let these guys eat up for a couple minutes and gear up for the trip to port, where we are going to have all this stacked and gutted and ready to go. So, all right, here we go. Let's go pick these up. And I don't know, I'm hoping for good numbers, but I'm a little bit skeptical now after seeing that map. And it's not looking pretty, guys. Not looking pretty. All right, we are approaching our buoy here at light speed in the Moby D. And any second now, we're going to get that green. There we go. Let's see. What do we got here? Do we have 15 at least? Show me 15. Okay, we do have 15. That's good news. We are still also continuing the tradition of getting only a good on our first hook. And all right, I'm just going to go through. We'll see what numbers I get at the end of this. But like I said, I am a little bit skeptical that we're going to get anything impressive or anything. I think it's going to be like a really mediocre line, if I'm being honest. Last fish, let's see. Let me get a perfect on the last one, 65%. So, okay, 10,000 on the redfish, 14 on the cod. So that's 14, we'll say 15,000, 16, 17, 18, 19. So maybe 20,000 we cleared on that one. Okay, 40,000 left. So we realistically, if we got 20,000 on 2 additional long lines, we would have filled the boat. Now we do still have one, and oh boy, this hotspot is just really getting nuked, guys. I definitely cannot fish here again. That is for sure. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. We just gotta pick this up and boogie back to port, man. That's not good. That is really not good. Okay, I'm officially having to change my underpants, guys. I am not feeling good about that. Let's just get this and get into port ASAP. There is a whale right there. Maybe that's good news for this string, this long line. I don't know, but he's definitely right there. He is definitely right there. He's doing his thing. He just blew his little blowhole and said hello to us. Can please, no. Oh, I was about to say, if I had to turn around and pick up that buoy again, I was gonna crash out, guys. That wouldn't have been good for a fuel situation at all. I didn't even see. Did we have 15? Yes, we do. Okay, good. Let's hope that we get a lot of fish on this line. We need a lot of fish. 100% we need a lot of fish. 3 more fish, and we are actually doing really well on the hooking game here. We're at 61%. We still got 2 fish left. That'll put us over 70% if I can get it. Yes, okay, one more. Everybody relax. We're gonna do this. Let's go now. Oh, well, 69%. I can't complain about that. How'd we do on numbers, though? Not bad. So that's another 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,000 on that, leaving us at 19,000. So basically 1 long line short of filling up the boat. Now, the real sitch here, this is what's really gonna kind of like determine if this is okay or not. Can we make it back to port? Please tell me we can. Oh, geez. I'm in the hundreds of fuel. That is not good at all. Oh, 728 fuel. Can we please make it? Oh, okay, we're good. We are good. Okay, we're not good. We're not good. I completely forgot to gut and stack all my fish. Let me get in here and let's see who's better at gutting and who's better at stacking. I think, you know what? We'll have both gut and both stack. So maybe it'll go a little bit faster if we do it that way. I am, though, first, before we do anything, gonna dock up and get some fuel. We cannot wait any longer. That's like the hair of my chinny chin low on fuel there. I've never, ever want to get that low on fuel again. Let's dock up. I'm not selling anything here. No. We are just simply getting fuel, okay? Oh. Okay, I feel better. I feel 100% better. So now what we're going to do, to give ourselves the best prices on these redfish and just be as generous as possible, we are going to go ahead and head over to Hammerfest Centrum and sell our catch over there as soon as I finish backing out. This is a thing in this boat. It takes a while to do anything. And how are you guys doing over here? Okay, they're slowly chewing their way through these fish. I'm going to set a couple waypoints on our way back, so that way I can just gauge how they're doing. And I think we'll check around here and just see. There we go. Fish are all gutted. So let's go ahead and swap everybody over to stacking. And beautiful. By the time we get to Hammerfest Centrum itself, they should be all done. Where am I? Over here. Okay. Why is it? There's so much gray over here. Hang on one second. We got to check this area out, guys. I am ashamed to say that I completely forgot we had that whole area over there. I thought we had unlocked the majority of the map. Okay, so we still have some things to check out. Oh man, Moby D takes forever to get anywhere. Jeez, man. The slowest boat in the game, I feel like. Maybe aside from Grandpa's old wooden boat, which, you know, it's nostalgia with that boat. I'm not going to complain about it, okay? You couldn't force me to complain about it. No way. Now, what's blocking our way here? We got this little rinky-dink boat here. Can I not turn that on? I want to go there. Can we do that maneuver? Yes, we can. Okay, let's just slam it right into Hammerfest Centrum here. We are pretty much right on time. We've only got a couple hours to wait, and everything's stacked. Good. Yeah, we've only got a couple hours to wait before the local market opens up, which is great news for us. That pretty much means we are right on time. So let's get in here. Hammerfest Centrum. It feels so good to be home, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and skip time until 6 a.m. 3, 4, 5, 6. Skipped, and whoa. Wow, 3 hours, and the sun magically just came up, and it was never actually this light. Was it always at 6? I don't know, maybe it was. It could just be me. Let's go ahead and redock up, and let's sell our catch at the local market and see what we got here. Okay, 1.7 million. Guys, not bad for Redfish. Yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with that. Considering that we went out and just went for Redfish, that's a good trip in my book. That is 100% a good trip, and we didn't even fill the boat up completely. I think if we got the full 100,000, sorry, I was thinking 200 for some reason. If we got the full 100,000 down, we would have been over 2 million, for sure. Yeah, we for sure would have. We also probably could have min-maxed a little bit and maybe swapped out crew and gotten some lesser paying crew, because realistically, they're doing, you know, menial work here that doesn't take a whole lot of skill, and I feel like anybody with decent stamina could probably do that. So if we opted to swap out and have a lower paying crew member do it, we probably could have got away with that and made even more money. Now, before we kind of wrap things up here, there is something else I have to do over at Hammerfest proper here, and that is check out our loan situation. I feel like I've got a loan out, and I don't know how much left it has to pay. So let's talk up here. Let's take a look. Should be in town, I believe. And yes, there's the bank. You're in too much debt to take another loan. Obviously, I know that. So right now we have 9.241 million remaining. Okay. Would you like to repay it? No, I can't. I can't do it right now. So we're not far off from repaying that debt. And if you remember, this debt was to buy the trawler. The trawler was the expensive one. Yes, very expensive. So we've got about 4 million to generate before we can do that. And that's basically a whole bunch of trips out and about with this boat or any other boat that we so choose. So we do have a lot of options in this town. We can, oh, you know, hang on. Let me check upgrades here real quick. Did we miss anything on here? Oh, you know, we could try net hauling eventually. No, okay, we've got everything. So let's check out the boat situation here. We essentially have everything that is like super good. Wait, oh, I said Snarset before, guys. I meant Vebeke Katarin. Vebeke Katarin. That's the one we have. So we still need to buy the Snarset. We need the Fix. We need the Sharky, the Jarkin, the Falabion, Buin, Toby. There's a lot here for us to buy. Now I'm debating, do we go for buying every single boat in this season before we like end things? Or do we just get to the point where we get the Hermes and kind of call it good there? I don't know, I'm not sure. It would be nice to do like a full completion run and get everything, but I feel like at a certain point, once we got this guy right here, we're probably going to be making so much money that we'll be able to get everything without any issue. Because especially look, like the Fix here, the Sharky, all these guys, they're relatively cheap, like only a couple million. I mean, we could probably buy all these lower level boats here right now and only really have like the Snarset and the Hermes left to go. So maybe we will do that. We'll go for like a full completionist run in this game before we move on over to, I believe what I want to do next is a hard run on Fishing North Atlantic. Let me know what you guys think about that. Would you like to see a hard run? Kind of something a little more challenging. Just a warning, it will be more grindy. You're going to see a lot of the same things in some of the videos, because when you play hard mode in that game, it's no joke, man. You're not just going to sit there and make money hand over fist and buy new boats, kind of like we did in this game. So it's going to be a lot different. Or I could even do that on a live stream. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But that is going to be it for today. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. And drop a like. If you're not subscribed, maybe consider getting a little crazy and hitting that subscribe button. It is free, and there is always memberships available if you want to do something where you support the channel and help me out. Every little bit obviously does help keep the lights on, helps me make these videos, keeps me motivated and going. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next one.